Big news out of the Twin Ports where something old is new again.
In Northern News Now's Dominic Vitiello was at the Superior Waterfront's new shipping dock today for a ribbon-cutting ceremony, sharing how the region will benefit.
This 55-acre dock sat dormant for more than 3 decades, and now with the help with local, state, private, and federal funding, new life is being brought to the Lake Superior waterfront. What remains of the old coal dock from the 1900s is slowly being swallowed by Lake Superior as numerous funding sources from the local level to federal grants revitalize the Superior waterfront with a new shipping dock.
When you talk about the growth capability here, right? You want to be able to bring in new commodities and service different businesses.
The Sea Rice Company transports an estimated 650,000 tons of material like coal, limestone, and petroleum coke are all on board. But due to flooding at the Duluth dock, including increased operating costs and lack of rail access, is one of the reasons they were looking to revitalize the Superior dock.
Any additional volume you can bring in obviously increases revenues, which increases tax base from us, revenue generation for businesses all throughout the area.
While it's a boom for shipping, what this refurbished dock creates sails right into the local economy.
For every one industrial or manufacturing related job, it creates up to 8 additional jobs between construction, trades, transportation, logistics, things like that.
The new location allows increased ship sizes ready to go to the season at hand. Congressman Tim Tiffany tells me there's an urgent need for this dock.
This is a critical transportation node for all of North America, and it's not hard to see why a company would make an investment here.
This revitalized dock also brings an environmental benefit. According to the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, every day it will help bring an estimated 63 trucks transporting goods off the road. Reporting in Superior, Dominic Vitiello, Northern News Now.